Evening, Joanne. Hope you're well, my lovely lady. Oh, I'm going to yawn again. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Joe.
Oh.
Hope you're well.
Oh, everybody's well. Morning, Steve. Hope you've had a good night's sleep. Joanne, hello, my lovely lady.
Hey, Joanne. Steve.
Ready for Friday, Joanne? Hey, Jolie. Hope you're well, my lovely. Deanna. Mags, hello. Hope you're well, my love. Hope everybody's well in the family. And baby's doing good, my love. Evening, Sharon. Hey, everyone. I know how you. I'm knackered. Evening, Lorraine.
Joanne, if you put in quantum box, ghost, spirit box, or something like that, it'll come up. I'll have a look.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to yawn again. Evening, Carol, Robbie. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning, and I'll explain why. Oh, dear. This is one of the reasons why we didn't go live last night. It was Susan, Leah, boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. So yesterday, Sunday, early hours, Sunday morning, I get a phone call at 5 o'clock in the morning. Daughter's due to have the
Monday morning.
Wait, early hours Monday morning. Yeah, Sunday night, Monday morning. Yeah. Evening, Simon, Penny. Hope you're well. Still fighting, but oh, bless Mags. She's a strong one. Just keep me updated, my lovely. Evening, Simon, Carol, Joe, Janet. Morning, good morning, Janet from New Zealand. Evening, Deborah, Andy. Robin, Sharon, Joe. So we got a phone call early hours at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the daughter's gone back into hospital again because she's having a lot of pelvis pain with contractions. She's
Joe,
not due.
Hold on, if you put in quantum box, spirit box, that's third one that comes up.
She's not actually. Evening, Joan from Ireland. Thank you. Robin, my lovely.
Hugh Joss. Hugh Joss. Hugh Joss here. No,
so 5 o'clock I get a phone call from daughter. She's back in hospital because she's got pains in her pelvis. She's having contractions every 5 minutes. So obviously her other half, they're not planned in for this. Evening, Antoinette. They're not planned in for this because the C-section's not planned well next Friday. So we've ended up having to have our grandson dropped off early in the morning, so we're up at 7 o'clock in the morning. She's all right, she's fine. There's no problems, but they just can't get this pain under control. They have brought the C-section forward to next Thursday, so we'll see. I think he's going to be here before then. So
Amanda,
but yeah, she's good, Mags. Evening, Mandy. Hope you're well, my lovely. So because of that, I've been having to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and as I'll tell you something, as such as a well-behaved young one, our Fletcher is, I'll tell you something, you forget it's how tiring it actually is. He ain't hard work. He's not hard work because he only stays with me most of the time. Evening, Robert. The best mod has arrived. Gemma, you're going to get lynched by everybody else.
Things got to come on, yeah.
Evening, Brad. Hope you're well. Lots of hot curries and drive over some cold. Do you know, Lady Dank, if it were not natural, she's diabetic, you see. She's type 1. So it's just so complicated at the minute because she's got to have a C-section this time round. First one, she had natural, but his elbow got stuck, so she's had Oxford C-section this time. So it's getting a control in her bloods because while she's in hospital, it's her bloods are all over. Hello from Susan in Spotsylvania, Virginia. Wow, Susan, hope you're well, my lovely. It is tiring, but it is lovely. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes. But we have got some updates for you.
They're brilliant when they go home.
They're not. They're lovely when they stay. Have I said hello to Simon? I didn't think I'd see Simon come in. Evening, Simon.
Evening, Simon.
Oh, yes, she's diabetic. Yeah, she is. But she's doing good. And we've got little and back in morning. So obviously Chit Chat tonight. So we know we don't have a late night tonight. And then we'll find out what's happening rest of week. Because I don't know what other half's working. But we have got some updates. We
Jordan's
did update Jordan's other half. Yeah.
You just said not what other half's working.
Yeah, meaning her other half. Do you know, it's so, do you know, tonight he's picking me up on everything. I'm going to slap him. I'm so sorry. I can't stop yawning. I will put my hand up so I can't see. You can't see me yawning. Evening, Candy. Hope you're well, my lovely.
Nobody's allowed in.
No, she's not allowed in. Nobody's allowed because we're being diabetic. Even after she's had baby, it's 12 weeks before she can mix. Only reason that we've not been able to.
You're be allowed to visit her in hospital.
No, not even we. Dan's not even allowed into hospital to see her. So evening, paranormal hunters. Hey, dudes. So nobody's allowed in. So unfortunately, it's not a great scenario for her at the minute, but. She'll be fine. So we did update in the have a nice strong coffee. I know, Sharon, I'll be floating through the sky then. We can FaceTime Joe for the week, understand, and time rise. She is in the right place, Janet, my lovely. They rushed off the feet, but she's down on labour ward still at the minute. They're supposedly moving her to an upstairs room, so we shall see whether that happens. My boys do that, Lindsay. Take the mic. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Steve Lily's having a good morning, and whatever time is where he is. So when we went on members the other night, we did members Sunday night was it? We updated the members on new things that were going to be happening on channel. And non-grandkids were so great, I would have had them first. Do you know that, Susan? That's all right. Good.
No, it was Saturday night.
It's Saturday night. I know it was last time we were live. We went into members, weren't it? All right. Well, whenever.
So I went on my own Sunday.
Even Craig.
I went on my own Sunday to church.
Oh, you did, yeah. You went on
Saturday night. So I think it was Sunday night. We went to Fear Factory.
And it went Saturday night. So we did update on members group, saying what we're going to be happening upcoming. So what we've decided to do, we was going to do it yesterday, Monday. Yeah, yesterday. But obviously our circumstances have changed. So we're going to be bringing you daytime. It's going to be a mixture. We're going to have daytime investigations going on. We're going to be taking you to quite a few historical places.
Just have a walk round.
Just to have a walk round and just get the history.
Get history at places.
Yeah, we might not be able to do. Well, I might take a bit of equipment, but not a lot of equipment because obviously some of the places where we are going to be going.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people there.
There'll be people there. So so it's going to be difficult to do like a
because we have just signed up for
go on
English
Heritage
membership.
I think it is. We've signed up for English Heritage membership.
So we can take you to all these English heritage places, and then we can do your history.
Plus, we can also look at these where you might get 24-hour access to, because I know there is a few. And then if anybody comes at night, I'm going to flash my badge and say, excuse me, I'm a paying member. It says open 24 hours. But that's what we're going to start doing
on Saturday.
Yeah. So like it should have been started this week, but obviously we circumstances, we don't know what day we're going to get out this week, because I know we've got Little and tomorrow, and we don't know about rest of the week.
When
Evening,
are you going
Susan.
to Pendle Hill?
Leah, Pendle Hill is on our radar, but at the minute, because of the situation with daughter, I don't want to be going too far afield at the minute, just in case I have to come back. And obviously Pendle Hill's a couple of hours drive away from us, so it's not like we can get there and back.
I know, we're just telling Lindsay about that today, Joe.
Yeah, I think, well, to be honest, I think it's all right. Wayne. Evening, Wayne. I think it's, I mean, to be honest, there should be war in shops anyway, people around each other. Anyway, where there's people, more than a few people, I think masks should be worn. So yeah, I don't have to wear one because it's John that goes to the shop.
I've got my mask.
But yeah, evening, John. So what we're going to do is tomorrow we will be going live. Not sure on location yet. We're going to play it by ear and just see what happens. Gel always wanted heritage passion to go around places. Do you know, Gemma, at minute they've got a good offer on. It's £109, I think it is for year, or £9.
£9, 8 pence
a month.
That's for a joint.
That's for a joint one, or you can pay for a only trouble is we were going to put kids on ours, but you've got to know the names, date of birth, and everything. So
we don't know the names.
We do know the names, but obviously you don't know. Yeah.
Well, one of them hasn't been born yet, so we can't really put his date of birth on.
You could get ticket. You could buy a pass, and it's 2 adults and 12 kids, but they need all names at kids.
I don't know if you could.
Oh, bless you.
Antoinette, I don't know if you could actually. You'll have to get in touch with your doctor and see if that because you might be exempt. There might be an exemption for people with an health issue, but you might have to have a doctor's note or something. I don't know. I don't know. I know there is with different things. You're exempt from wearing PPE.
Yeah.
Take care, Wayne.
Take care, Wayne. But yeah, so we've got some good locations coming up. Friday night, the investigation Friday night. Joanne and Chelsea, I got the names right. Joanne and Chelsea will be joining us on Friday.
It is Joanne,
and it's going to be, it's the first time we've been to this location.
But hold on. But Joanne, English Heritage are more castles and things like that, and National Trust is more houses and woodland.
Yeah.
So we
like
went
Sherwood Forest, we went for castles.
But I don't know. I'm not saying you will, but I'd just get in touch with your doctor and see Antoinette, because I know place I used to work where they wore PPE. Yeah, I've actually got something to say, so I'm saying it.
You're talking about this?
Yeah, because it's important.
Go on.
Places I've worked in past. I've heard today that doctors aren't doing notes, but maybe only. I don't know. I know in past places I've worked,
they might do.
People have got doctor's notes. Like we used to have to wear safety boots, and certain people couldn't wear safety boots because of summer, so they were allowed to wear trainers. They had to be safety trainers, but they were allowed to wear trainers. But they had to have a doctor's note to say that. Do you know what I mean? And different things.
But I'd still get in touch with your GP.
We have done
Sherwood Forest, and we're going to go back to Sherwood Forest this year. At some point this year, we are going back to Sherwood Forest. We are in makings of arrangements to do a join up there, because obviously it's massive and it's scary.
Hi, good looking honky. I don't even want.
Who's put that?
The name.
Oh, evening, good looking honky. From America, Peter North here, only adult film star, old adult film star, enjoying the stream today. Oh, bless. Thank you, my lovely. It's
probably a bit boring compared to what you used to get up to.
Oh, dear. Evening, Rebecca. So as I was saying, Friday night, we're meeting up with Joanne. Location's brand new to us. The location's brand new to Joanne. All I can tell you is when we went to check it out, it felt worse than Fear Factory. Initial feeling on walking in, there is history to this place. Where's her at? Sheffield, my lovely Susan. But yes, so
hey, Christina.
Evening, War Dog. Evening, Christina. Hope you're well. So this location had a really eerie feeling to it, and that was in the daytime. It looks quite big from outside. I think you said that there were 2 rooms going off on inside. Green red stable card with your reg number on. That's been withdrawn years. It could give you entry to. Ah, right. That'd be a good one. Your comments are working, Antoinette. Can see your comments, my lovely.
Yeah, they're working. We can see them.
Daddy and Mummy, LOL.
Not really his daddy and mummy.
Not really his daddy and mummy. Please. Evening, Sandy.
Oh, bless you, Sandy.
Oh, bless.
Lindsay's been up early.
I know, yeah, I'm yawning my head off here. But yeah, I hope you're okay, my lovely, and you don't get up that early in the morning. Evening, Gwen, hope you're well. Chelsea, hello.
Another thing.
Just talking about you, Chelsea.
Another thing that we are going to do during the day, and there's a big craze starting
There
with
is.
it at minute, and we thought we'll get a go. So some days we'll be going to these historical places. Some of them will be English heritage, things like that. Some of them will just be places maybe where we've investigated. Might even be some old abandoned cemeteries, and we take you in day and just have a walk around and just tell you history.
Could do a bit of thinking day though. If
it was a place like that, we could do a little bit of something. The other thing we'll do is that Randonautica. We're going to have a go at that because this is a big thing that's been taken off. And I don't think there's anything in it.
No, I don't think it.
I mean, I've been on that Randonautica and I've tried it in different places. I was sat at Daughters and
it gives Sheffield
Wednesday's training ground to go to.
Yeah, in middle at pitch. Evening, Dave. Hope you're well.
And I did it from here, and it just sent me into.
Evening, Gillian. Yeah, new phone app seems to be the craze. It does. So we're going to track. We're going to see.
Randonau. It's if you've got I think it's on Apple as well, but Android phone. It's an app you get, and it's called Randonautica or something like that.
Always good.
And you select these different things, and you're supposed to think of it, what intent you want, and then it's supposed to give you a place to go, some mystery or ghost. So sends you on a wild goose chase, basically. Yeah. But there's been loads of videos come out.
And they're all saying,
the craze started as if somebody in America did it, and their intent was to go on holiday or go somewhere for a holiday. It sent them to a beach, and they went on this beach, and allegedly, according to the story in America, they found a body in a suitcase.
And that's what triggered it all off.
That's what's triggered it all off. And now people have come out saying they found money, they found this, they found... It is.
But
we're going to get it go.
Do you know what, Gillian? That's what our thoughts are on it. I mean, I've been watching some groups going out and doing it, and I'm in tears laughing. Just listening to them and shite they come out with. I'm sorry, but it is. But I've got to admit, it's entertaining. So you know how
Paranormal found a crystal light. Last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, like I said, I can't at the minute. I don't believe in it because we don't do it. We're not. We've not tried it out yet. So we're going to take you, but we're going to take you with us, and we're going to go out and we're going to try it. And just see what happens. But at the minute, I do think it's just an entertainment thing. I think people are taking stuff and leaving stuff and then finding stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of these videos that are on a fake.
They are. They've got. I feel uncomfortable saying it. Staged, not fake.
For entertainment.
Yeah. I feel very uncomfortable. That's why I went like that, because I feel right uncomfortable saying it. But I do think a lot of people are taking stuff with them. I think it's just been blown out of proportion.
Odd calls in Chesterfield area, I think.
But it's going to be interesting to see if we do find anything. So we are going to be going out and trying that also. Some of it will be on members only area. Some of them we will be doing some on YouTube, and we will be doing some on Facebook.
We'll be split between
but we're going to split between the three. And see how that works, because obviously we need to look after everybody. So for those that aren't members, you still get it. But do you know what I mean? So we'll recall
it's not far from that Sutton Scarsdale, is it?
I don't think you can get in that, can you? I hope it's not happening tomorrow. No, Gillian, we're not doing it tomorrow, Duck. It'll probably be on a Saturday or Sunday that we do that one. Just because in daytime on a Saturday and Sunday, we might have got a bit more time, I think, this week.
It was supposed to be starting as going out in afternoon yesterday, but obviously...
Well, you've got a right long eyelash. If I pull it, I'm going to pull your eye out.
Don't do that. I've just seen that bloke have his eye pulled out on telly.
No, it's not, John. I don't know what you've just said to Craig, but he says it's not where you said it were.
Oh, no. There's
feeling then there will be a
junction to it's not.
Don't know it yet. You'll never know, Deborah.
What's the one? So I know where it is.
Like driving around, Rebecca. That's what we're going to do. Just be driving you around all over Sheffield and wherever it takes us.
Breaking into people's sheds.
Oh, God. That'd be, do you know, that every time though we've put it in, I mean, a lot of these, when we've put it in here, it's took us to like farmers' fields, and it's like when we've actually just drove past, we've not gone and looked, we've just like drove past the area. It's private property.
Yeah.
So we're going to take Fifi and let Fifi escape, and then we're going to say we're just coming on to collect his dog. That way, I hope we don't get in bother. But no, we wouldn't want it for private property anyway, would we? But yeah, it's going to be an interesting for us. Went into somebody's land by accident. It is a silly act, Rebecca. But
it's the big craze.
It's the big craze. So why not?
Starting to do so. We thought we'll do it, but we're not gonna. It's not going to be staged. It's not going to be faked.
I mean, actually, on Summit ones, what I might do is I might look at doing that geographing. Is it geographic?
Geomapping, is it?
Geomapping, I think it is.
Have you seen them? I think
quite
it's
interesting.
Geo Summit.
But again,
they're the ones where you go to different areas and
they've left like
there's a box and you have to find this box, and then you open the box. There's just a pen and paper, and you write your name on it and what date you went.
Yeah, there's loads around here though, where we are.
I think it's geomapping or something.
Geomapping, I think it's called that. But that's good. And if you've got kids, that's 6-week holidays. Get that downloaded and take them out, because it's just
geocaching. That's it.
Geocaching. That's it, Joanne. Because you can leave like rock. If kids can like color a rock in. You can go and you can leave your rock. And stuff.
Out then.
You can leave your rock and stuff like that. Kids can leave all sorts, but it's nice just to like write your names on and stuff. Evening, Amy. But yeah, I might do a bit of that with you. See how big Red Fair's on that. Because I know you're not going to get daughter get 7 weeks off. Oh my goodness, Rebecca, get that geocaching done. Yeah, do you know so many people? Evening, Rob. So many people are into that geocaching. It's unbelievable. I used to do it with Michael when he was little.
Hey,
Evening, Claire. Like Isla. Are they the ones that you colour, Joan, do all stuff on? Evening, Amanda. But yeah, it's like really. It's just something new to do along with everything else, because as it says in title. We are exploring, but we called exploring the afterlife. But because exploring's in there, we thought that we'd try and bring something different as well. Seen a few painted rocks at Lydica Reservoir near Chesterfield. Yeah, Craig, kids are leaving them all over for people to take, but I think you're supposed to put one back if you take it. Appreciate you reaching out to me. I'm finally on. Oh, that's good, Amanda. I'm glad you're on, my lovely.
Well, you find it, post it on media, then hide it again.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? I should have told Ashley. I shouldn't have to tell Ashley to do that one with what Jacob's got, because Jacob found one. But yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting what we've got coming up. But get ready for Friday night, because like I say, evening, Ade. Morning from down under, Ade, my lovely. Morning. But yeah, I mean,
I might stop in car and let ladies go in.
What, on Friday you can naff? John, we went looking around for locations, because obviously we're looking for new locations all the time. And we've been looking and we found this one. And we went to it. And I said to John, I'll wait in car. You can go around and check that everything's all right. And he went round back and he said, as soon as he walked in.
You walked into one room.
And it were
like derelict, you know what I mean? But then there were 2 rooms going off this one room. And they were just pitch black. You couldn't see a thing. But the creepy feeling, it's like you said, he weren't scared when he got back to the car. Just had that feeling where air stands up on back of your neck. So that one, that's where we're taking. I didn't have a torch out of me, so I thought, no, I'm not going any further than that. So that's where we're going to meet Joanne and Chelsea on Friday. So that's going to be an interesting one. You want to tune in for that one, because. Like I said, it might. I know. John's got Fear Factory 2, but this might have to be something like Fear Factory 3, or name it something completely different, because Fear Factory is John's. But yeah, it's looking forward to going there. Then we've got another couple that we've found
that we need to do out.
What is the most freaked out paranormal experience you guys have had? You'll have to answer that because I haven't freaked out.
No, you didn't. Even with Tree, you didn't freak out.
But that weren't
paranormal. I don't think there has been one. Well, there has been a couple. When we went near that stone.
But they also, I mean, but you put it down to people being there. But when you felt uneasy, then
I felt I had nearly a full blown panic attack live on air, and I had to come off.
And then there was a time when we were down at
them woods,
and you said we're not going down that way.
Yeah. No, I think other week we went out, and it was the first time we'd been out after lockdown. And we went back to General Cemetery where we've been there quite a few times, and I always found it peaceful. But it was the first time since lockdown, so obviously I'd not been around people because we probably really self-isolated, haven't we? And when we went in, because there were people there, I'll have a cold drink. Because there were people there, I started having a panic attack, and I don't know whether I was panic attacking because of people or panic attacking because of a feeling, but I'm going to say I think it was just because there was people there that I just started having that panic attack for being around people again. So that was that one. Other one, we'd gone to some woods and we'd gone in, and I just kept looking around me and I felt uncomfortable then. So I left. I went back to the car, and John decided he was staying in woods. So he actually went back in on his own, and that was where Amy caught the clip of the little girl saying Emma when you were coming back over that bridge. Do you remember? But I think that it's stuff like that gets me. I don't think anything really gets me. I've never been scared. Did it really? See, I love it in General Cemetery, Joanne. I think it's brilliant. I enjoyed the last location you were at. What is the scariest turn on more activity you've ever experienced? Just turn on more. Well, it were Ainsley Church, weren't it? Annesley Church we were at last time, Brad. Yeah. What is the scariest? Do you mean app? More activity you've ever experienced? Just curious.
Well, probably where it's most activity you've experienced.
Again, I don't think, but I'm being honest, and I don't think the activity does scare me. Even when we've got Wren bears going off and things, I'm more intrigued by it. It doesn't, but I never get that negative sense around me when.
Well, let us know when you go, Joanne, and we'll go back with you.
Yeah, Joanne, let us know. We'll come back with you. I love it there. I think it's a beautiful place. I find it so peaceful. Yeah, the people outside, Deborah. Not in graves. Have you ever gone to a place, then gone to it again, and it feel completely different? A couple of occasions we have, including General Cemetery. We've been there on a few occasions, and you'll be walking round, and then all of a sudden I feel so peaceful. And then you come back round, and you can feel that shift in energy. But we get that quite a lot of locations, Joe, where we've been and we come back to. Evening, Maria, my lovely. I hope you're well. Been on for ages, been mega busy. Wow.
Well, not on it place, but
glad you're back, my lovely.
Place I've experienced that most. We'd been to places more than once, and it changed. And it was Ward's End Cemetery. When I went that once, and I thought it felt like something
we were in about you. But somebody caught something on camera behind you also. Which were really interesting, that one. Evening, everybody. I've not said evening too. But yeah, it's you have to send us a picture of your masks, Maria. But I just love all locations we go to, but I can honestly hand on heart say that wherever we've gone, I've made myself jump more than something happening to make me jump. But I always go with my gut. If my stomach says that I shouldn't be going down that way, then I won't go down that way. Evening, Gemma, my lovely. Evening, Rach. So I don't tend to. We went to one place, didn't we?
Thanks, Maria.
Oh, thank you, my lovely.
Good to see you back as well.
We went to one place, and we'd been in one section of it, and then we'd come out, we'd gone through park, and we'd cross road and down into another. And I said to John, I don't want to. I was making every excuse up not to even go down. I'm saying, no, scooter won't go down there, because at the top I had that bad feeling that I didn't want to go down. Now, when we did go down, I felt like something touched me on my leg, and then you felt something touch you after on your leg. And then somebody in chat picked up and said, there's something round Lindsay. And I just said to John at that point, but I'd already said I felt uneasy before that person had put it in chat. And I just
Sherwood
wanted to go.
Forest has got a really
eerie
atmosphere.
Again, in parts, because the top part. But when you're leaving at night time, when you actually leave Sherwood Forest and you're walking back out, morning Fiona, when you're actually leaving Sherwood Forest, that energy changes again, because when you first walk in, it's just like not when you're walking anywhere normal. And then you get down to tree, or you can go yourself.
I think that might be because when we first go in, it's normally still light or just dusk. Just
going dusk, isn't it?
So it's quite light. So it does
probably.
Feel...
But then when you're coming back up and you're going out, you don't all feel like you've got things watching you from
Not yet,
side.
Nicola, but we are going this year.
We are, Nicola. Yeah, we're just waiting for next 2 weeks, and then we'll be making arrangements to go down there. Intuition is there for a reason. It is, Joe, and I do believe that intuition. You should always go with your gut instinct, no matter what the situation is. If your gut tells you that you shouldn't go that way, or you shouldn't do that, then listen to your gut, because if you don't, there's normally consequences to pay. But yeah, I'm a big believer in that gut feeling, intuition. But yeah, I do. I make myself jump more than I do because I'm just so fascinated. And I suppose it's the same as what everybody else is in chat. When you see either objects going off, or flashy balls, or REM bear, or REM pods, or whatever other interactive gadgets you've got, when they go off, you sort of like get this, it's like a ooh oh, it's working, you know, this what's, and the first thing in your head is, what's causing it? Is there something round it? And that's what we're looking for. But while we're looking for that, everybody else in chat, take care, my lovely. Everybody in chat is all looking out for different things, and that's why it's good that you lot are weirds when we go on investigations, because you are our extra set of eyes and ears. I've said that from day one. You are our investigators. Bar from you come out, but you just stay at home. But you are a big part of it, because like I said, when we're trying to look what's setting things off, we might miss that shadow, or we might miss that figure, whereas though when you're watching it in chat, you get to see that, and then all we have to do is we just have to rewind it when we get home to them spots to where you vlogged it, don't we, and do it that way. But yeah, it's so we've got some crazy stuff coming up. It's a type of adrenaline. It is, Steve, and it pushes the fear aspect to a side. It does. It really does. Do you think the robot actually picks things up? I personally do think our robot does.
I do, because something's got to physically affect that camera for it to turn.
Yeah, and I have to say to Craig, because Craig were on, and Craig says they can move forward by your hand gestures. So I will apologise to Craig.
They might do on a certain setting, but on the setting we have,
I don't know, because Scotty sent me. Scotty found it for me on instructions, but again, it doesn't explain it, because nobody's doing any hand gestures. And when you've got that's the robot. You've got to be quite close up on the robot when you go like that for it to turn. It's not something you can have robot there and do it here, because we've tried that on camera. We've done it live. When we were in Shedditch, we showed you how close you've got to be to turn it. So I'm not going to say that it's. I'm not going to say, yeah, oh my God, it's a ghost, or it's something. But there is some form of energy there,
or something going past
going past it for it to turn. Evening, Paul, my lovely. It's a weird gesture. You have to move towards it and like dip your hand or something. But it's possible, yes. Yeah. This is what. Yeah. So because it is possible, then we can't really doubt it. But you see, the robot, you've got different settings on it. So we have it on the blue setting, which means it's just
on them cameras. So
it's just
left,
IR
right,
camera, and that's
forwards,
it.
That's it.
I think I'm not sure if it's red. If you have it on red, it's
well, I don't know without looking.
I don't know, but there's all different colours. You can actually set it to go on a dance mode, where it actually just all it does is just dance, which is quite funny to watch. But yeah, I do think there is something with robots.
No worry, Paul.
But I'm not going to say. Might be on and off. There's too little. Oh, no worries, Paul, my lovely. Hope they're all right. But yeah, like I said, we're not gonna turn around and say, oh my god, yeah, it's paranormal. But I just find
only a demon can turn it.
Oh, do you know? And again, but yeah, to me, I just think there's definitely some form of interaction going off. But we can pick on every piece of equipment when you want to.
We wouldn't use one piece of equipment and just say that because that piece of equipment's picked something up, then it's got to be a ghost.
No, you need
everything complements everything. So you've got your ITC where you were using your apps, your spirit box, or your EVPs.
I mean, I did
alongside other things like REM pods, flashy balls, thermal cameras, robots, or
it's all the equipment working together.
And if you get something on everything and it all ties in together, then your chances are less and less with the more pieces of equipment that it's not. It's not paranormal.
We found that fascinating other night when we went. Joe to that cave. I think Joe's popped off. I'm not sure if Chelsea's still in chat, but when we went to this cave, on every device, the number 40 was coming out. And I'm like, what's relevant to 40?
Take care, Maria. We'll see you soon.
Take care, my lovely.
Just going to message you.
All right, Maria Sweets. And I was like, what's 40 relevant to? I even said it when I watched back. What's 40
I'm
relevant
always
to?
looking around for new equipment, Paul. Always.
But the 40...
Some of them are just a surprise.
40 was quite relevant because the king actually gave him 40 acres of land, gave Robert 40 acres of land, and the 40 come through on every device we used, which were really, really interesting. Yes, Lindsay asked really close to get it to work, just like you know. Yeah, it's a good job you did. Go forward. I've seen John Sixth Sense on go all the way across the room forward. No one was clear. Exactly correct. Yeah, no, I'm glad you did, because these are questions that we do need.
Haven't heard of that one.
Do.
Nicola.
Old Springs House. Not heard of that one, Nicola. John will have a look, see if he can find it. I think it's different on equipment, i.e. different phones, tablets. I noticed my phone picks up better than the Android tablet. But do you know, again, Rich, I think it's just... I do that maybe some apps do work better than others on different devices. I mean, we ones with Paratech, it actually come out with a few things other night when you were using it, but a lot of it was still random for us. Is that an expensive app that you're after, John, or the standalone device?
Which one?
Which one, Steve? Is that an expensive app that you're after, John, or a standalone device?
I don't know which one we're on about. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It's in Lancashire, look.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, my lovely. Nicola, we'll have a look into this one, my lovely lady. Does look interesting, that one. And it's got history to it as well. Oh, thank you very much. I'm excited and intrigued to see what equipment will be invented in years to come. Do you know, we were on about this other day, Claire, and I do find that really interesting, because when you go on and you like going onto these chat shows and stuff like that, you hear people say, we're old school ghost hunted, right? We like to use trigger objects and we like to use such and such. So, but to me, isn't a REM bear a trigger object? It's just of this time.
We hadn't app of the week has took a bit of a back seat for a minute.
It has. We can't find any good app. There's no apps out there that are good. When we've downloaded a few, we have to say no because they're just too gimmicky. The first words out is like demon or devil or.
I'm just having a look, Steve, because I'm not.
I do, Tanya. I will be doing them sometime this
get.
Week, my lovely.
We have used it before and we got a free trial in it, and that was Alice Box.
Yeah.
But it's just like a Ovilus or a Paratech, but it's on a Windows tablet. But that's 40 quid. So we've like put that on back burner. Because,
we got that Quantum, didn't we? Because I think Quantum were 20.
Yeah, Quantum was 15 or 20 quid.
Yeah.
Tanya, she still does them.
I've seen new K2, but again, we've got a K2, and to be honest, Jamie, problem we've got with K2 is because we're doing live streaming, a K2 meter isn't very good when you're live streaming because there's cameras around, there's phones around, John takes 2 phones, he takes his tablet. There's other things that can trigger K2 off, and it doesn't matter how far away you are. If you're live streaming, it will somehow affect K2 meter. So we had to debunk using that. If we did a pre-record, I'd take as K2, but at minute it's not worth the money paying out for another K2 for us when it's not a piece of equipment that we could use. Quantum were good, Chelsea. I love that Quantum box.
There was one I was looking
at. Comes out with sentences when you listen. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what equipment comes off. I want John to make me a skull though, like Chelsea's.
There's one and it's called something like Witches or Witch App, and I saw it on something. I can't find it now, and it's not expensive. I don't think. I think it's a couple of quid.
Then why haven't you got it?
Because I couldn't find it now. And what it is it's like a necrophonic app.
Yeah.
But all the words in it are part of spells.
All right.
So it's like all bits of spells that randomly.
So what's it supposed to do then? Gear a spell?
I don't know what it's supposed to. It's supposed to you can communicate, but all the words are part of spells, which are spells.
You have to have a look.
Well, not words; they're part of words.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but no, tarot reading I will be doing again one day this week, and I will be on Facebook doing my tarots this week. We'll send you the page now while I remember. Cheers, Chelsea, my lovely. Any more questions? But yeah, we'll have to get that app of the week started back up again. But it's difficult because you're so sorry. I'm putting my hand up so you don't see me yawn. I've had them connected to my phone. It's great on dance mode, dances to songs. On the phone. Well. Yeah, do you know, we've never connected it up to phone because we just didn't, we didn't see need to connect it up. But even if you haven't got it connected up, it still dances. The robot will still dance about for you, even though it's not connected up. But then on one-up mode, it won't do anything unless it's connected up. But it's right. I just love that robot. I think it's fantastic.
I've looked at a few, Steve. I'll just let me go and have a look now.
Have you used any Brian Holloway apps? Are you having a look?
Yeah, because I don't know what names of them. There is one I have looked at.
Hey, Cara and Clara. I best say hello to Clara because Clara will shout at me next time we're going to see her. So I'll wave to you, Clara. Hope you're well, little girl. And hello to Cara.
That was it. It was one of Brian Holloway's apps. It's called The Witch.
Download it then and let's see.
£4.79.
Go on.
A new ITC app with 13 banks of reverse audio. But there's The Witch and then there's The Witch 2.
And which one looks better?
The Witch 2 Medusa is our new reverse audio ITC app.
I'll go for the new one then, because that'll have got all updates on, won't it? You can have a battle with them too. Do you know, we tried it when we met up with John the other night. We tried putting them both together, but they weren't having it. I think you must have to set them onto different modes to battle. But saying that, I think John's attacked ours and ours just stood there. I think John's went whooshing past ours. But yeah. I mean, you do have to be careful with robots, because when you do take them out and that, obviously, every time you come home, you have to check them over.
I think it's the other one, because the Witch 2 said this is a darker app designed to attract possible darker energies.
Oh, no. But you do have to be careful with robots, especially when you're taking them out to locations with you, because if they fall on pebbles, I don't know, because ours is, I'm not sure if they got scratched or damaged in any way. It would affect them that way. I'm not sure, because like I said, ours, that's why we only tend to use ours on indoor ones. I know John used it Sunday night when he went to church.
Does anybody else use any Brian Holloway apps? And if they do, can they recommend one? Don't matter if it's a paid one. Pardon me.
See what this, you can just locate angels. I'm not sure on that one. Use the phone app. Uses the phone app. What uses the phone app? To do battles with, it does. Evening, Doreen. Hope you're well, my sweets. Welcome, Cara. Welcome to our ETA family, my lovely lady.
Hey,
please join in chat and just, I hope you feel at home. Sure, that must be right. I'm doing it with my finger on screen. New comments have come up, so I'm tapping my screen. I clench my cheeks with the robot. I keep expecting it to spin round and round. It does if you have it on a dance mode. I'll tell you what, on one afternoon, I'll get John to set it up and I'll just show you all different modes that it does go in. And Chelsea's put, no, they've not used them. Not use their maps. Oh, we'll download one and see. Yeah, the battles. Oh, that's probably why ours didn't battle.
Hey, Sheila.
Evening, Sheila. Hope you're right, Sheila. I'm so sorry. I am a little bit dyslexic, so when it comes to names, so I apologise, Sheila. Evening, Thomas. Hope you're well, my lovely. Busting the moves, yeah. Robbie Robot's busting his moves, or Jaffro as he's known. But yeah, but I know Antoinette said her favourite one is the camera. You know, that goes red. And
thank you.
Evening, Anne. Hope you're well, my lovely. Antoinette, what did you say what your favourite were now?
What?
Thermal camera. See, I like thermal camera as well. When we're out, because again, we have picked things up on thermal that you can't explain what there was, especially that one. We hadn't even downloaded it to put it on YouTube or Facebook. When we did John's shop last, which was about four weeks ago, I think we did John's shop last. We were sat at the table and Simon was sat one end, I was sat the other, and John got it out. Evening, Tony. And as he panned it towards me, there's actually a figure sat in the chair next to me, and nobody was sat there. The head was high. You could see the bodies. It looked like he'd got the legs crossed. It was unreal. If John can find it out in a minute, I'll show you image on thermal camera. Evening, Tony.
Yeah, so if anybody...
See how it goes, yeah.
My favourite bit of equipment's the spirit box. I just love my spirit boxes.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I collect spirit boxes and starting to build them.
Me, I don't think I've got a favourite piece of equipment, to be honest, because I'm just fascinated by them all. But I take if I go out, then I like to take my Rem Bear with me. And flashy balls, but no, I mean, quantum box is one of my favorites. I just like all equipment, because I think each piece of equipment is individual to itself. So to me, they all work well together. I don't like the SLS app for the iPhone, as it means it does. It can pick up stuff from walls or furniture and things like that. So you do have to be careful. But you have to be careful, though, Craig, when we're using big SLS, because even with that one, that can pick up things that are in room also. So again, with SLS, it's good if you've got other devices you're using that can back it up, if that makes sense. That's one of the best ones. The one you used for me that time, which was one of the last, I do believe, was amazing what came through. I think that was Necrophonics, Joe, we used on you, love. I'm sure it was Necrophonics that we used when we did Joe's, when we did that one-to-one with Joe.
Oh, what's this? I can share the purchase. What's that? No idea.
I don't know. On purchase on what, Tony? But yeah, I think it went Necrophonics when we worked with you, Joe. Might try Quantum Box. And I'm so sorry. I've had that much on, Joe, and I do apologise. Now you can you see that clear? I'm the big yellow dot one, right?
And then there's something.
And then there's something, you can see it, and it's got like its legs crossed.
Next to Lindsay there.
I don't know if you can see that clearly, but I'm sure that's it. Because you can see it's yellow red. I'll put it back up for you. So you can see it. But yeah, but that's what we call, that's one of the best images I think we've caught on that camera. We're honestly we're
that's cool.
Which are for purchases with family members so they can use apps, I suppose. Oh, that's good. I saw one of John's museum. He did Antoinette. He did have in fact, I think there were 6 people sat round the table. I'm sure Deno said that it was 6. I like devices like Necro where words and sentences come through. Yeah, that's why I think I like the Quantum Box, because it's full sentences come out with that one, and the sentences that are coming out are actually quite relevant to the questions that we've been asking. But yeah, I'll try and get John to print that off so we can get that up on Facebook and YouTube. Is the Necrophonics the one you've had for a while? Yes, Craig, it is. I know. I mean, do you know, Cara? I couldn't believe it when we got it. It were really good. I enjoy all evening, Anne. I enjoy all the equipment. They produce different things as long as they get the results needed. Makes it more exciting. It does, Anne. It really does. And like you say, if you've got a couple of devices down, and you can get it to interact or get the energy or whatever it is to interact with different ones. Like I said, we Spirit Boxes other night, we used Spirit Box, we used Necrophonics, we used Quantum Box. I don't know what other, Dead Wave, and each one came out and kept saying forte, and that was just amazing.
Building REM pods into.
Yes, I mean, Chelsea sent me a link to buy that skull, but I'm going to see if I can buy the skull and let you try and do build me REM pod.
Aerial on it, but we'll see.
I know. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I think a lot of people love Spirit Box. For me,
I might buy that skull because I don't think they're that expensive.
No, they're not expensive, and it is a good and it is good.
I could put 4 lights on it, where I think there's about 6 or 7 on that one. So
yeah. But yeah, love the variety. I just think though, with variety, if you're not getting something from one, then you try another. But then what you can do is, once you've got that connection, or you think you've got that connection, you can then go back and put the app that you didn't get anything on and hope that something comes through that. Have you ever had a ghost app pick up on your thoughts and give a valid response?
No, we haven't, but we have had where I was on investigation on my own. Lindsay will explain it. Go on.
No, you explain it.
Lindsay Lindsay were in chat and she were at home. I were on investigation on my own. I'd got an app on and I'd obviously got the live stream on. Lindsay was writing questions for me to ask in the chat, and the answers were coming through on the Spirit Box or the app, whatever it was that we were using at the time, before I asked the question.
So like it were reading my question, like it were answering my questions that I were asking out, which again that were quite intriguing, that one. Love laser. Yeah. That laser grid, I could sit and watch Vortex. But I am enjoying laser grid. But the Vortex for me, when we caught some of the last few photos that have been caught on Vortex, it's just you can actually see the people in pictures. Can I see it again? That picture on that thing. But yeah, it were crazy.
Hi, Leslie.
Evening, Leslie.
Kelly.
Evening, Kelly. My lovely. Good morning to you.
From New Zealand.
Got a few from New Zealand tonight.
Great following New Zealand.
But yeah, it's just I just think that Vortex. I could go to sleep to that Vortex, to be honest. It's quite relaxing to watch, and especially because you're in dark. Evening, Leslie. Even spirits can see before we do. They can. I think they can. You've got to understand, spirit can hear everything you think. Yeah, you meant Vortex, Claire. I know, but even laser grid, I enjoy laser grid. What's the one called that has a word library in, and it says word based on the NEA, drown them, not an app, but similar to the paranormal pub. Ovulus. Is it Ovulus, that one, Craig, that you're on about? So there you go. I'm the big yellow blob, and then you've got that one at the side of me. And that's the one where it looks like somebody's actually sat in that chair next to me with the legs crossed. But yeah, that were one of ones that were caught.
Could we that'd be
red light
a good idea.
Vortex, yeah. Do it red light.
Doing it really a red laser pen rather than the green.
Can you get a red one? Yeah. You'll have to order a red one. I'm Wi-Fi. Hi Wi-Fi, not I'm Wi-Fi. When you think about it, all started with EP. Look at what tech has produced so far. Epic. Can't wait for more to be introduced. I know, Anne. Wow, South Africa. Wow, Sheila. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining.
Purple, you can buy them in.
Oh, that's good. Might get one of each then. Might have a look at getting one of each of them. Maybe they're quite expensive if I remember. The Ovulus cost me
about
400 and something pound.
The time we'd finished.
Only because I thought I got it cheap.
It was something like 300 and something.
About 350 it was.
And then you got something like £50 postage.
Yeah.
And then when it got here, we got to pay something like £75 customs.
So all in all, it would have been cheaper to buy from the. Well, actually, it wouldn't.
It still would have been cheaper. It was still slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
Because it were like 500 and something pound to buy over here.
UK, so
and it cost us something like 475 and
yeah. And have a look at getting them different coloured lights. They'd be good then. I love my name Wi-Fi. Can never forget that one. But yeah, evening Anne-Marie. Hope you're well, my lovely. But yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it'd be exciting to get them different coloured lights and stuff, wouldn't it? And see what happens.
I mean, we do want to get the Flux 2.
We do that, yeah. Flux 2 is one next one.
But again,
we want to get.
That's not cheap. That's 100 and.
Well, it comes to about 200 and odd pound when you've got delivery on top.
And maybe a bit of
I think it's about 140 something to buy.
120.
No, we're 100 and.
It run off for the other week, weren't it? And we didn't
get it when it were on offer. We were on offer at 120. And when I didn't realise it were on offer just for that day. Have to come on a ghost hunt with you guys. Paul, you're welcome anytime, my lovely. Just let us know when you've got some free time and if we're in your area. The Flux 2 is it's that triangle that John had other night where one light goes red. That's it. It goes red and green. What a lot of people say is if it goes red, it's negative, it's demonic. And it to me, it's not. To me, the red would be negative for a no. Green would be a positive for a yes. That's how we'd take it. Need to invest. We've got insurance, Anne. You need to invest in insurance. We've got insurance, my sweets. We're insured for us and up to 14 people. but we took it up to 14 people because we said if we started doing small like events things, but it's not an event because what we do is if we do anything, we split the cost between all of us. So we all pay equal. So it works out a lot cheaper for everybody.
I don't know what sense it works on. It just as it works on environmental.
Yeah, definitely, Paul.
Oh, flux device includes 2 highly sensitive infrared laser motion and distance sensors. These sensors provide quick and precise measurements of movement and distance.
That's why John was running them when he put it down. There is a similar version of that for cheaper from infrared. To be honest, if it's a cheaper version, I'm not being funny, but I'd rather pay a bit more expensive.
Infrared aren't bad, but no, I don't mean that. They're not bad. I mean, infrared their stuff's quite good, but I like the look of that. I like
that design. Yeah. Evening, Joseph. Hope you're well, my lovely. But yeah, I think all these duty devices that are coming up, they're all really, really good. But I'll tell you something, just because they've got the word paranormal in them, or for the Evening Bill, just because they've got the word
I'd love infrared even more if it's sponsored.
It doubles the prices. So what you could pay, like K2 meters, you can pick a K2 meter up for about 30 quid. Possibly a bit cheaper, but because people put in paranormal K2, you're looking at like 50 to 100 quid for a K2 meter. Anything with paranormal in, it just bumps price up. Hope you're well, Bill.
That flux 2 at minute, Gemma.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Anne-Marie, my lovely. I'm sending you lots of love and prayers and healing.
I've had it like this for a while now.
Sorry for your loss, my lovely. What's the piece of equipment that you want the most?
That Flux 2.
Flux 2, I would say, is that Flux 2 is next on his list to get. John Lindsay, which paranormal team that you have been on a ghost hunt with, Bob, the best? To be honest, Cara, I wouldn't say anybody's the best. What I would say is everybody works in a unique way.
Every team we've worked with, I've enjoyed working with.
What you tend to find is when you work with different teams, they work different to us.
And there's different personalities.
Different methods. So we really enjoy working with other teams. What you'll tend to find, though, with us is we work with teams that are respectful, that are honest, that are polite. John will laugh at that one. They're polite. But yeah, we work with any team, and the team, we work with people that we click with as well. Because I think to work with somebody, you've got to click with them first, because if you don't and you go on an investigation with them, your investigation wouldn't be good because it'd be awkward. So normally what we like to do is we like to try and meet up with people before we actually go on investigations with them.
Thomas. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Thomas. Sending love and healing and
laser pen.
Loads to you, my love.
I'll show you. It's a laser pen, but it's the same one that's great. But
yeah, so I'm sorry for everybody who's lost somebody. Diversity is great. You pick up certain methods from other teams. You do. So I think I think you can't really say you've got a favourite team that you'd work with, because you'd offend everybody else who you'd work with. So that's why I think I just love working with all teams that we have worked with.
That's as laser pen, but I'm not.
No, just blind me.
You can't really see it.
Do it on curtain. Can they do it on curtain?
So it's a laser pen, but then there's just there's loads of these little different filters that on that go up front. They all make, there's about 6 different ones of these that make different shapes.
If anybody needs to chat about anything, and
you put that on and
Thomas,
then it turns
message me. I'm always happy to chat, my lovers, if you need somebody to talk to. But yeah, so if to answer my question. I was just wondering, that's all. No, Cara, do you know what? It's good. It's a good question. It really is a good question. Because again, I'd say it depends on team you were asking, and it depends on team that answer that they give you. Do you know? But yeah, I think it's.
If you ask anybody else, they'll tell it's yours.
Do you know? I want to punch him after live. But yeah, I do. I think you've got to have a connection with people that you do work with. I mean, one thing I'm proud of about when we first started out as ghost hunters, paranormal investigators, whatever we call ourselves. When we first started, I always said to John beforehand, because there were things happening on YouTube all the time, and I just said to John, I don't want that. I don't want the drama to go with it. I
think I got that one off Wish, actually.
Might have been Wish you got that one off, Joe. He is in trouble.
But, why am I in trouble? Well, I'm always in trouble. But make sure you get one. If you get a laser pen, check. You want it to have one of them. It's like an e-cig battery, an 18650, 4000 milliamp battery, not the ones that just take AAs because they're not powerful enough.
Not good enough, are they?
If you could go on any investigation anywhere at all with anyone, where would you go and who would you choose to go with?
I think we picked. I think I said my 6 teams were on another live, but then afterwards I was like, no, because then I've not mentioned them. I think, to be honest, Steve, I think the teams we've worked with, I'd like to work with them and possibly do like a massive castle type thing. I think that's what I'd like to do.
That.
I call him Joe. Evening, Joe.
Joe. If I mean, there's a lot of places over in America I'd like to investigate. One of them being Waverley Hills. I'd love to do Waverley Hills.
You do have to give people a chance, but I've seen drama, as you said, comes with para-unity. So come with para-unity to me is what we're doing, is what me and John are doing, what John Sixth Sense is doing, what Joe and Chelsea's doing, what Simon's doing, what Vonnie does. Who else I've missed? I missed people off, and I'm sorry, Trisha. But for me, that's the para-unity where it don't matter what your status is, you work with everybody.
Look, Paul, what them other filter
and
lights
there's no slagging off. There's no, just say for instance, me and Trish fell out. It'd be sorted offline. It wouldn't be brought onto here. It'd be, me and Joanne had a disagreement.
Can I do a live about it?
No. If me and Joanne had a disagreement, I'd message Joanne and talk to her and sort it. And if we couldn't get sorted, it would definitely not be online.
We would say things like, we have other commitments.
Yeah. I mean, we've used that in the past when people have asked us why we're not working with certain people or certain teams. And I always say we've got other commitments. And if I say we've got other commitments,
it means we ain't going to be working.
It just means I'm not going to,
don't ask again.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, because sometimes we might have other commitments, but
yeah, we might.
Yeah.
So anybody that we've ever said we can't work, we've got other commitments.
That's the polite way of saying. But yeah. But no, I think for me, Steve, do you know, to be honest, Steve, them photos you've sent me of New Zealand, I would love to actually get some teams together and come out to New Zealand.
Do you know,
and have a look at some of them.
I'd love to go to Waverley Hills, and I'd love to take Colin Fry with me to Waverley Hills.
Yeah. I mean, I like Colin Fry. I went to one of his readings when he did one in Bridlington.
I think he's amazing. Oh,
and I like,
still is, but
a lot of respect for Colin Fry. You can do a live about it, John, but you'll have to cry. Dear. He's not crying on camera. That's their excuse, and they're sticking to it.
No, we don't do drama.
No, I know if you say it to me. No, because I wouldn't. To be honest, you guys know, our moderators know what it meant by we've got other commitments. But no, normally if a team messages us, or if I message a team, I'd want to meet them first for like a coffee or a cup of tea or a soft drink in a cafe somewhere or wherever, and just get to know them and just see if our energies gel. Because like I said, there's no worse than going on a team and it being awkward on a live because you don't actually know the people or you've not spoke to them before. So I think it's quite important to.
Well, you could invite us to house so we can have a nosy.
Where's that, Amy?
No. I'm fine. I've got an house. That's good. No, you
that's
said
good,
meet
Ames.
for a coffee and get to know them. I said, or invite us to their house so we can have a nosy.
Or invite them here and then they can have a nosy here.
You're joking. I don't want to come here. They never speak to us.
I love the fact that paranormal groups are working together without all the drama. Do you know, Claire, to me, I know drama sells, and I know that the first time anybody goes on and starts mouthing about or slagging another team off, what happens is you see that number in the top corner where at minute it says 46. If we start slagging off, that'll jump to over 100 and odd people. They won't comment. They'll just be sat back watching. And then what they do then is they'll only come on when there's drama. So when we went back to doing the paranormal, they won't watch us because they're not watching us for paranormal. They're watching for the drama. So we're just not drama. Do you know, I always say we have enough drama going off in his own life without taking on the world of paranormal drama.
Look at that.
Because it's just a little bit OTT for me. I think it's nice when I can go on ghost hunts without trying to actually get along. Cara, 100% agree. Went to a Colin Fry show in Sheffield Arena a few years ago. They was talking to me. I'm so glad it wasn't that I've died having to. Oh, you wouldn't have. Maybe that might work. Good, Sam. Hi, Sam and Francesco. Francesco, yeah. Colin Fry is dead. Craig, he has been for years. No, I was saying Joe had been to see me in Sheffield just before he passed. No worries, Sam, my lovely. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Sam, is it Andrea? Please tell me I've not called your missus by a different name. I'm trying to. I did say I wouldn't remember her name.
It's all right, as long as you don't call her by a different name.
I'm sure it were Andrea. I'm sure. But yeah, there is no need for drama, Sam. And I mean, like I said, to me, and I know it might sound bad, and I don't mean it to sound bad or disrespectful to anybody, because that's not what I do. But teams that do drama.
Oh, look, numbers are going up because you mentioned drama.
Teams that do drama, I'd rather not work with and stay away from. Just because I don't want to get, or we don't, not me. I mean, I always say I, but the I means we. Andrea. Yeah, woohoo! I remembered. I said I might forget. But yeah, but we, the I bit, we just don't want to get brought into drama that's not to do with us, if you know what I mean. So and I find it very disrespectful with drama. I think if you've got I'm old school for that. If you've got a problem with somebody, go to them direct. Don't do it all over.
I hate this when somebody does a live and then somebody else does a live back, and then you go, and they're not talking to each other. They're doing a live and not.
Well, that's how they're saying they talk. Yeah. Well, they make it out that's how they're talking to each other, and it's not. They just look. They just look fools.
We do try to have a laugh. We try to be serious when we need to be serious.
Yeah.
But we try to have a bit of fun because, I mean, the energy that you give off yourself when you're at a location can affect the spirit.
Sense. It is exactly, Sheila. It is. But yeah, like you said, you've got to have that. You've got to have that laugh and a joke when you're out.
Raises the vibrations.
It does. It raises the vibrations. So yeah, I think you've got to have a bit of fun while you're doing it. Because it's, even though it's serious, you know when you've got to be serious. So we know that if we were messing and then all of a sudden Rembear went off or Flashy Balls went off, we'd come straight back into that mode of right, something's happening. Do you know? So you stop doing what you stop doing that laughing. It must be draining doing mediumship. It can be draining, even doing cards. It's an exchange of energies. It is.
I think Carol's talking about you.
Carol, are you talking about? She's lovely and her hubby. Hey dear. Yeah, energy does spike, and I think that comes from those that are investigating. And like I said, when you've got 2 teams or 3 teams or 4 teams or however many teams that work together and they gel, that energy is already buzzing about. It should be fun. And it should be enjoyed. If you
go out and you have a laugh and you raise the vibrations, give off the good positive energy.
The light.
You know, if you go out and you start being grumpy and you start shouting and swearing, you're only going to attract one thing, aren't you?
Well, I mean, we've always said, and I do believe that, and again, whether we're living or we're dead, we deserve respect. So if I come up to, let me pick somebody out of chat. I want to pick you, Anne, right? If I come up to you, I know that's why I ain't gone for Joe. If I come up to Anne lives too far away, I think. Anne, if I come up to you and I just walked up to you in your space, wherever you are, I'm not swearing, and I started swearing or demanding or calling you all names under the sun, I don't think your reaction to me would be, oh, hello, let's talk. I think your reaction to me would be a thick ear, possibly a little bit more. So that's why we do the respect. And I am going to pick up on that, what John said when about polite, because when I think it was first night we'd gone investigating with John Sixth Sense and Deno.
Yeah, what that mine?
And we'd gone to the haunted mine, and John and Deno went off and we went off. And obviously you got a bleed over because I'm loud, John's loud. So it's only this John and Deno that are, I'd say, more quieter. Me and John have got the gobs. So we did have bleed over, but it couldn't be helped because of where we was. But then John come back in and he were introducing us. And I said, oh, it's good. I said, what I enjoy about working with you guys is the fact we work differently. So John says, how do we work? No, John said something.
You said, yeah, we're polite.
I said, yeah, we're polite. And then I started laughing and I couldn't find the word. And I didn't mean to say polite. And then John went, do you mean you work with the light? And I went, yes, we work with the light. Polite. But I never meant it in any bad way. And luckily for me, John and Joe and Deno never took it wrong way. Because they're absolutely great. Then, well, we've only ever really met Deno, John.
Oh, thank you,
and,
Joe, Mac. What?
We've met John, Deno, and Joe.
Yeah.
We met Pat, but we only met Pat for about 5 minutes, I think, because when we went to do their house, I'm sure Pat come. But we didn't really have time. No,
event centre.
So we didn't really have time to talk to Pat. It's hard not to swear. It is. Can you remember that? I couldn't believe I said that, Tony. That was just like, oh my God. How could I have just said polite? Dear. But yeah, but like I said, we enjoy working with everybody that we've worked with, yeah. Looking again. We're working with Joanne and Chelsea on Friday. Looking forward to working with them.
I love working with.
Not
John.
Sure what.
Just trying to help him build his channel.
Well, I think John at minute they've got loads of new. Sure, I'll help him build his channel up. Knob. Sorry. But. Evening, Maverick. Hope you're well, my Maverick, lovely. Nice to see you.
Hope you're all right, mate. Put my teeth in.
I think the reason we've not worked with John for a bit is just because they've had that much going off. They're trying to get shops sorted out with Joe. They've had all new locations coming up. And everything. I think it's just been one of them where we are speaking to him, we do message him and we do phone him. And we are looking forward to going back out with him one night when everybody's free. But obviously, if you got to think about it, they're a big team, and the places where they go, it only means that either John and Deno can come or John and Joe come.
So we get too many people.
It's not fair on when they're a big team. It's not fair them just leaving.
So we have to look for
out,
nights when they've not got many people available to go out with them, and then we'll go out.
Yeah. So, but we are definitely all going back to Antwerp Mansion. I know that much for definite.
So only Pepsi. I can't even get. There's no in it.
Too much drink. Ted, I bet he's put vodka in that in the kitchen. I'm not smelling your Coke.
I'm gone.
It's because he calls his Coke cock. He'll say in daytime, do you want some cock? And I'll say, no, thank you. I want dilute. So because I've said that, he's just thought how he pronounces it in daytime because he's that naughty. So yeah, no, I'm on my oasis. I'm not even going to have a drink now because I know I'm going to spit my drink out.
I've got a ghost in house.
I'll be that whale that oh, I'm snorting now. Oh my god. I'm laughing now. That's got me. Whew. I'm trying not to laugh. No, because you just go on, snoring.
We were talking about it, Paul. We have talked about it. It is.
Oh, we'd love to do East Drive. We would love to do East Drive. I'm gonna go. Again, with East Drive though, you're looking. I think it's £450 for
other brands are available.
A cock.
Yeah, a cock.
Oh, God. Do you know, if I grunt once more, yeah, but I think it's about 450 at minute to do East Drive. But I've got in touch with Richard Felix because I got a message saying that Richard Felix had been on and saying that he'd do a Derby jail for 2 people for £100. So
you get charged as $350.
That's why we love you, because you make us laugh. Evening, Diana. Hope you're well, my love. Evening, Justin. Hope you're well.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
But yeah, it's what a lovely colour. I know. Am I blushing? I normally I can sense when I'm blushing. I think you're blushing more than me. I'm not blushing yet.
This is warm in here, though.
It's red hot in here. Can you open the door for some fresh air? It's like really hot.
They do make them in, Paul.
Well, yeah, they do. These places. I mean, Derby jail's normally £250. I think it were for a weeknight, but again on a weekend, a lot more put the prices up on weekend. Oh, bless you, thanks, Lewis.
I will never let these forget it. But Lincoln Castle, £3,000 for a night,
and you didn't even get Old Castle.
And you didn't even get Old Castle. Told them I didn't want to buy it.
The only 4 letters to make them blush, but both blush is cock. Cock is coke. It's the Yorkshire slang for coke. It's not really. That really don't say that to anybody. Can I have a pint of cock?
Yeah, don't want to put themselves. Depends what pub you go in like, but
well,
be very careful.
Oh,
Lewis is leaving now.
Oh dear, it's absolute like red hot. Honestly, I think. Do you know? I don't know whether it's with the hot weather's coming in or whether we are ready for a storm or something tonight because it's right warm. Brandy and cock. Yeah, can I have a brandy and cock? Imagine walking into your local pub. Here's a vodka and cock. Oh dear. There is, Joe, a lot of places. I don't necessarily think they're ripping you off because obviously that Lincoln Castle,
I mean, it must be expensive.
You've got upkeep on that alone will be enough. My belly went then. It was like I'm going to do a proper belly laugh. I'm trying not to let it all go because if I do, I'll pee and then I'll have to leave screen. Oh dear.
My saying for Pepsi is Pepsi makes you sexy. It's vodka in it that makes everybody sexy.
Beer goggles. Oh, yeah. Ginger in Glasgow. Ginger in Glasgow, pop in England. Ginger in Glasgow, pop in England. Ginger is. Am I reading that right, Anne-Marie? Or am I just... I might have just missed what you put before.
Starting to rain in Liverpool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping we
wanted to go to Liverpool as well, aren't we?
Well, yeah, I mean...
There's a couple of places we've got in Liverpool.
Rachel's got us some good places to go to in Liverpool. One I can't get to, but you definitely can.
That was just for two of us as well, Joe, mate.
Yeah, that was just for two. Same price as where it is for a wedding. So if anybody's looking for a venue for 3,000, Lincolnshire Castle's good. Cock, no sugar added. Sweet enough. Oh, dear me. Do you know we get worse as we get old? Think that might be my next drink, John. Vodka time. Ooh, I can't have vodka. I can only have Bacardi. I had too much vodka in my younger days. That night just makes me poorly. But then if I have Bacardi, that might make me poorly. But I blame it on cock. I blame it on coke. I know, Sam. 3K. It's just absolutely. Thank you. I'm American. No accent problems here, y'all. Oh, bless you, Bill. Newsham Park Hospital. I'm not sure whether didn't that get shut down, Susan. I'm not sure whether that Newsham one was one that they closed down, but they're thinking about reopening again to paranormal teams. Oh, Lindsay, stop. Hey, dear, what you're saying is someone needs to get married there. You want an invite? Yeah. If anybody gets married, put us on your guest list.
Yeah. And then
we don't want to eat food. We don't want buffet.
And just ask Disco between 9 and 10 to just like turn it off so we can investigate. And you can have it back on at 10. Just an hour. 9 more 10.
Oh, dear. Night, Deborah, my lovely lady. Sending you loads of love, kisses and hugs, my love. All my homemade wine. Nearly finished. Got bloody 13 litres of it. I'll help you drink that, Paul.
Well, about half a litre and then she'd be gone.
Where are you from? We're from Sheffield, Thomas.
In
South Yorkshire.
South Yorkshire, UK.
South Yorkshire. Can't even say Yorkshire bit.
Yorkshire.
South.
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 No.
South.
South. That's London.
South. Is that London? South. Look at how your mouth goes when you're saying it's South. South Yorkshire. Yeah. Where we have good cups of tea. What if you're already married? Well, go renew your vows.
Yeah, renew your vows.
Your wife would love to have a vows renewed at a castle. No excuses. 18th birthday party, castle. 21st, castle. Christening, castle. Not far from me. No, I don't think we are, Cara. Have I spoke to you on John? I'm not sure. I don't know if I've spoke to you before, Cara, on John's live. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but I know there's quite a few in Sheffield.
Have to save up. It's right expensive.
I will. Bloody hell, Maverick! That'd cost you.
It is much cheaper to walk in the woods.
It is. I'm from Tottenham. I know. We're going to come down and see you, my lovely lady. Tottingham. That's it. Tottingham. But yeah, when are you coming home, Maverick? Do you know yet, or is it still in plans making, or have you actually finally picked a date when you can come over to UK? You would watch the wedding, then you and John would go missing till bedtime. Yeah, then we'd come back down. Yeah, I live in Chester. I thought so, Cara. I thought so, my lovely.
It'd be bad, wouldn't it? If like somebody were getting married and then you just like knocked on the door, went in and said, "Can you keep it down a bit? We're doing an EVP."
Oh dear, evening, Jacqueline, my lovely lady. Oh, you're well.
But we can't investigate register office, can we? Sorry, really.
But you could. 3K can hire local for 200. Exactly, Sam. Exactly. I know the date, but I'm still keeping it quiet. Oh, good on you, Maverick. Wish you both well.
We're
anyway.
hoping to get over to Ireland, but I don't know if it'll be this year now.
Well, with lockdown and everything else, we might have to see. We can always go. We could always go for New Year. I mean, kids have got their own families now, and they have their own dinners at home, so we could always
meet up with Sam.
Yeah. I don't know where Sam. I don't know which part of Ireland Sam's from. Sam
and Rachel.
Rachel, yeah.
Right.
I'll find out, Julie, and I'll let you know, my lovely lady, because I'm not sure. But when we do come across, if you do want to meet up with us and we are close or close-ish, you'll have to come and meet up with us if you want, my lovely lady. Because I know Ireland's got some amazing places to see. This is the thing, you know, UK has got some really beautiful places.
One place I'd love to do in Ireland.
But UK has got.
She goes, yeah, Thomas.
I do, Thomas, tonight, my lovely. I'm doing them one day this week. I will put it on what day I'm doing it on.
Do you?
But I just think the UK's got so much beautiful places to go to that we've not even seen them. What Steve put. Do you, Jane, take James as your lawfully wedded husband? Paratain loaded. That would be good. No booze, no ciggies in South Africa during wow.
That's all right. We don't drink, really. We don't.
Well, I don't drink and I only vape. I can go out my drink fine, so I'll be all right in South Africa as long as I could vape. But do you know they might stop vaping as well because obviously it's still coming out your mouth, isn't it? Sunderland, and there is in Chester.
Problem with Stonehenge, you can't get near it, can you?
You can book a trip. You can actually book on it, but you wheel the guide.
Night, Antoinette, take care.
Night, my lovely, take care. We'll see you soon. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is actually quite a good place to go. And I suppose if you can get on one at
no vaping
either. No vaping. Wow. Oh, I'd have to come over here. Come and stop with us, and you can have your drink and your smoke. But yeah, I think you can book tours onto that. And I wouldn't mind booking a tour on because, again, it's one of them that we could either do a pre-record if we can't get a signal, or we could actually record it while we were there and get you as close as we can. Night, I'm
loads of old buildings in Liverpool to do.
This is it, exactly.
One place I'd like to in Liverpool, but we'd have to book it to stay, is there's a Titanic hotel in Liverpool.
Hotel, but I want to stop in the original Titanic hotel because there's two. You've got the original one and then you've got one that's new built. And I'd want to stop in original one.
Oh, Maverick could be leaving out tomorrow.
You'll never know. Oh, wow. Well, you'll have to drop us a message, Maverick, when you get here. And because we're coming down to Nikki soon anyway. Well, when I say soon, we don't know when we can get down.
But for a while.
Not far from me, Stonehenge. Might have to book on a trip with us, Paul. Once they've got, because at the minute I think they've cancelled all the trips because or they're taking less people around. I'm not sure. Evening, Bewitched, my lovely.
Yeah, Bewitched.
But yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be right interesting. Excuse me. I think it's going to be really interesting. But I want to go to like little towns that we don't really know that you like don't get. I don't want to go to all seaside towns. I want to go to like is it rural? Rural, like the rural towns, and do that. Stop smoking when I had an accident and no desire to have one, and now hope it stays away. It should do, Bill. It should do, my lovely. I mean, I know I vape, but to be honest, there's hardly any nicotine in this now, is there? It's just the juice that I'm on.
I just don't. Someone can't do vortex if I stop.
Justin, no, Justin's from Bath.
Yeah, talking to Paul.
No, I know he is, but I'm just telling you. Yeah. Justin is with. Oh my goodness, I forgot her name. Justin, but you know Stephen Woodford. Stephen.
Right.
So we're going to actually be going down and meeting Justin when things have quietened down our end because they've got a good location. But Justin, you're actually about 4.5 hours, I think, away from us. So I think what we'll have to do for that, we're going to book like a week down area, and then we want to get everywhere. We do want to get everywhere, but we've got to find places that we can take dog because we can't leave dog. So we need to find, like, especially if it's especially if it's going to be a drive away, we need to get somewhere like
4S
in between.
Paranormal.
4S Paranormal. So I'm so sorry, Justin. I totally just went out my head. But Justin's from 4S Paranormal.
They're the ones that we do random noting.
Oh, is it? Is that all you were watching?
Yeah.
You were watching Justin.
Oh,
Did you find anything, Justin?
Found her.
Because I'm saying I don't know whether it's believable or not. But yeah, I mean, there's so many quirky little places that we want to get to see. But I'd like to do all country. I'd like to hire a camper van and just do a lot. We can borrow my dad's camper van. Oh, that'd be good, that, Rach.
Hey, James.
Evening, James. But yeah, I'd absolutely love to hire a camper van. I know you can actually hire them, but I'm not sure whether, I know you can hire them in Cornwall or Devon or that way, but you're only allowed to stop within a certain range. But I'm sure you can hire a van, and to do it. We might have to have a look at hiring one for 2 weeks, you know. See if we can get one for 2 weeks, but you've got to get one for a dog to be allowed. Otherwise, we need a dog sitter.
Yep.
Oh, but he will. I think he'll be live in a minute. So, right, my lovelies, we are going to call it here, and we are going to say good night.
You can all go across and watch John and
you
not feel guilty about leaving us.
Want to say thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to our amazing moderators, our A team, and thank you to each and every one of our ETA family for joining us. So have a good night, have a good day,
we'll see you at some point
we shall
tomorrow.
see you.
Keep you updated
tomorrow.
on both Facebook page and community.
We will do. We'll have to introduce Ruby and Fifi. Oh, definitely, Claire.
On,
definitely. Yes.
YouTube.
We will. Paranormal
right,
road trip.
Yep.
Right. Take care, my lovelies.
Guys.